Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to this Anthony Knockaert review. Now last night EA dropped 4 special cards, all of them using the purple hero card design, and all of them are actually player of the year cards. So with that in mind, just before we do continue, just something to be aware of. With these cards being player of the year cards, with these players having incredible seasons, the likelihood is that every single one of these will get a team of the season card in the very near future. So yeah, that's just a heads up if you're considering buying one of these players, that they'll probably have an improved card in a few weeks when team of the season actually comes out. Anyway, I used this guy in 2 teams, originally in a 4-2-3-1-2 formation, and I've got to say he was just ineffective in that right mid role for me. So I switched it up and I put him in the 4-3-2-1 as a right forward, and I have to say I got a lot more out of him. So if you're thinking about picking this card up, I'd probably advise him more in a right wing or a right forward position. Anyway, let's quickly chat about some of his in-game stats, which have, just gone past very quickly. As you may have saw, there was a 99 stat in there. Knockaert has 99 agility, which is great. It makes him feel pretty damn quick on the ball, and it makes him feel just easy to maneuver when defenders are surrounding him. Skill attribute wise, you saw there were so many green stats, all of them being really high dark green stats as well, with a bunch of them all being above like 85, which is very freaking impressive. So you can tell already this card that technically on the ball is going to be pretty good. And I will say just something quickly to point out, it is a shame this card isn't a cam, because I just think that it would be an incredible card to play centrally. So as we move into the in-game clips, how does this guy play in-game? First of all, for a winger, I just felt he lacked the pace to break away from defenders. When he got away from one, another one would catch him up pretty quickly. So bear that in mind if you're a massive pace hog like myself, that you're going to have to use link-up play and pass the ball around a lot to get the best out of this card. I also thought he was pretty weak on the ball, so do your best, use his agility and move the ball and the player around and away from defenders as much and as quickly as you can. When he was on the ball though, I have to say he felt great. His dribbling's awesome, he's got great ball control, and we already know that his agility is very freaking good. And then we come on to his passing, which I've got to say I was impressed with. His passing was probably the best thing about him, to be honest. His crossing and through balls were amazing, and like I said previously, he would be great at cam. So now let's move on to his shooting, which I just found inconsistent. One minute it's great and he'll score goals from pretty much anywhere and put away all of his chances, and the next moment he just misses simple easy chances. So overall he's capable of scoring great goals, but he's not as clinical as I'd like him to be, even with him being a winger and not a striker. But I do hope you guys have more luck with him in front of goal. If you're going to shoot with him, I definitely would advise using the finesse, as that's the thing that I had the most success with, finesse shots from just outside the box. The reason he gets a lot of chances is his positioning, and that is because he is everywhere. Literally everywhere. I think his work rates contribute heavily to this. He's up and down the field all the time, and although that does sound great, I did find that in the second half he would be regularly pretty damn low on fitness, despite his stamina stat not actually being that bad. So to sum up, he's a tricky winger who has some great technical abilities, but in all honesty I just don't think for FIFA that his best position would be on the wing. I just think he'd be great centrally, he'd be an awesome attacking mid, his left foot is brilliant for all kinds of passes. Anyway, do I think this card is worth picking up? Honestly, I'd probably leave it unless you've got loads of coins, because there's no point in buying this card unless you're a big fan of the player or if you support Brighton, when he's going to have a much better card coming out in about a month or two in the form of his team of the season card. But if you don't want to wait that long and he drops to around, let's say 30-40k or under, he probably is worth picking up and trying out. So guys, those are my thoughts on this player of the year Knockaert card. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like on it. Comment below if you've tried this guy and how he was for you. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.